All right, is it working? Is it making noise? Am I streaming? Okay, let's see. Test, test. Hey, quality, welcome, welcome. 1 second. 1 moment. Let's see. What have I done? Um, oh, multi-prime. Uh, I saw you earlier in Yvonne's stream. Good to see you again. Yes, sample. I actually remember the stream title. 1 moment. Let me. What am I doing? What am I doing? Well, you know what? Let me just go in here. See if the bot works. Oh, bot is working. Look at that. Boom. Instant. Oh, it's instant. It's literally instant. Like, look at that craziness, guys. You don't even understand. You don't even understand, guys. You don't understand. Instant. Sorry, I'm going to turn up the volume. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Camera angle is giving Nana the rest. Giving Nana in the rest home trying to use FaceTime. What is that even supposed to mean? What is that? I don't understand a word you just said. Camera angle is giving Nana in the rest home trying to use FaceTime. um, oh, the Tweaker Ruby finally got to catch a stream. Welcome, welcome. Um, I prefer whatever Discord caption thing compared to the regular CC on most streams. Oh, is it too many? Um, is it too many words? For example, guys, would you rather if it was like, okay, would you rather if it was like this, or would it, or like less words? You know what I mean? But bigger. Or is that just too much? The full message. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, okay, okay. All right, all right, all right. Okay. Um, 4 lines. All right. You're cool. Okay, okay. Do any of you guys actually read it? Do any of you guys actually look at it? Um, Sometimes, once in a while, I don't know. I mean, it's definitely like much higher quality translation than it's much higher quality translation than any caption that exists. And I also kind of I prefer to have the full transcript of everything you have said once the stream started. Man, this whole thing could be a script, guys. It could be. The whole thing could be. Wait, that means you're part of the script, though. Sample, you'd be in on this then. This was all planned. Mhm. Fubot, I think Nig likes you. Is Fubot here? Oh, Fubot's here. Hi, Fubot. Oh my goodness. Nate loves me more than his Apple tools. What the Apple stack? What the crazy? Oh my goodness, Fubot is getting more sentient as we speak. That's crazy. Um, oh my goodness. Ah, it's talking back to me. No. Oh, that's crazy. Okay, it knows. Oh, wait. Oh, oh, guys, weird. Weird. All right, all right. Oh my goodness. The bots, guys, they are oh my goodness. Um GZ AK87, welcome, welcome. Um and what are you teaching about? Let's see. Guys, you know what we are going to talk about today? Um we are going to talk about um what is that? Napog? Oh, yeah, this emote looks ridiculous. Um, um, oh, guys, you know what we're talking about? It's the last stream before Thanksgiving. That's true. Guys, Thanksgiving is a weird time. How do you guys feel about Thanksgiving? Like, is it like a, what emotions come up, guys, when you think about Thanksgiving? Is this a positive time for you guys? Is this like a, what's going on with you guys? What is it? Just another day. Wow. Okay. Disassociating, I see. Alrighty. Okay, okay. Hungry. Okay. Primal needs being like coming out. All right, all right. Don't enjoy it at all. Okay. It's a little cool, I guess. All right, interesting. A little bit guarded, I guess. I don't really enjoy it. Okay. There's like a little bit of a, I hate Thanksgiving because my birthday will be on the same day as Thanksgiving most of the years, and turkey. Is your birthday on November 23rd? What day is your birthday? Well, you don't have to answer that actually. Um, we don't do Thanksgiving here. Wait, what? You guys don't celebrate when the Indians met up with the New World? What's that guy's name? Christopher Columbus? And they shared a turkey together? That's not a big thing for you guys? Guys. They shared a turkey. They brought a turkey and they ate it together. Come on. No, not a big deal. Guys, no, it was really cute. They had the turkey there, and then they had like tasty snacks, and everything was like really nice. And then they gave a bunch of blankets back to them, and it was all cozy. Wait, was that Cortez? You know what? I don't even remember. Um, it used to be a nice time to take a break and spend time with the whole family, but it's been harder to do that in recent years. There. Can't even buy a turkey in the supermarket here? Oh, you need to get a turkey. Is it less common in other places? Okay, when I think of turkey, either I think of Thanksgiving or I think of like deli slicing turkey meat. I'm a ham person. Ham is a little too salty. Oh, hey Michael. Hey Jen. Welcome. Um, welcome. Has anyone tried frying turkey with peanut oil? Um, no, I'm not. Um, turkey can be dry. I have literally never seen a turkey at the supermarket. Whoa. Whole or sliced? Wait, hold on. Do you guys have Lunchables in New Zealand? You know the turkey and American cheese combo? The best Lunchables with the crackers? You get a cracker. Oh my goodness, guys. You'd have not had this? Let me show you guys. Turkey. Okay, hold up. Turkey Lunchables. Dude, this is the best one. Okay. Um, okay. We gotta pull this up. Okay. Oh, sorry. A little big. Guys, this is what you need. All right. This guy. This is the good one. This is my favorite one. Wait, we need some filters here. We need to color key out the white. What the heck? No. I need to luma key out the white. There it is. Look at that. Boom. Guys, look at this. Oh, if you want to be like kind of okay, transform. Need to rotate this a little to make it extra cool. Well, actually, um, guys, this is what you're missing out on. This could be you guys. Literally, this could be you right now. Imagine we got sponsored by Lunchables. That'd be great. There's so many of them. Okay. Um, okay. The nachos are the best? Oh, the pizza? No, no, the pizza tastes like a piece of cardboard, but it was the coolest. Okay, nachos and pizza were cooler, but this was the tastiest. Okay. Um, the saltiness of the turkey was just right, and the texture has a nice bounce from the turkey, and the flaky, um, like the Ritz cracker is this like perfect flaky buttery crust. So it's it's like you get the bouncy brined turkey. You get the American cheese, which is just the right amount of tartness. It's not tart. It's not what do you call it? Sharp. Um, and uh, and then you have these crunchy Ritz crackers. Now they sometimes do more of the cardboard. No, the turkey texture was bad. What? No, it was good. Um, um, you guys didn't like these? I still eat these. All right, no Lunchable fans. All right, all right. Um, it's in the refrigerator section of the store, and if you're taking it to middle school, most didn't have microwaves for students to use. What does turkey taste like? There's no way you haven't had turkey. Wow, is there a sponsor today? No, we're trying to get. Oh yes, guys. One day. No, we're not sponsored yet. We're not sponsored yet. Um, Twitch made it so you can gift 1,000 subs at once. What was the limit before? Oh, Wins, welcome, welcome. Um, we are talking about one of the best foods ever made. Um, right here. This is the turkey American cheese Lunchables. And then sometimes it comes with like an Oreo too. Wait, people have gotten 1,000 already? How much is 1,000 subs? Who's been gifted 1,000 subs? Wow, imagine saying that. Thank you for the 1,000 gifted subs. Who's Emaru? Oh man. All right, I might need to watch this. All right, I might need to watch this because this is kind of cool. All right, let's get rid of the Lunchables. All right, now how do I watch this clip? All right, here's what we do, guys. We we open up a tab. I gotta learn how to do this. We open up a tab, incognito tab. Okay, then I pick the source, capture something, capture screen capture. Okay, and then I pick window. and I pick incognito tab. Why is it always so big? All right, now, then I take this screen capture source and then I lower the volume. Then we copy. Now I need headphones? Ah, so complicated. So complicated. Now what? Is my headphones on? Hello? How do I know if they're on? Hello? I'm gonna place it. How do I know if the clip's on? I need to play a song. Sorry guys, complicated. Okay. I don't think the headphones are on. How come it's not working? Oh. Okay. Okay. Now it's working. Okay. You got it working. Sorry guys. Okay. Here's the clip. Oh my goodness. Wait. Wait. Okay, here we go. Finally. All right, we're ready. Oh, okay. All right, here we go. You ready? Let's watch this.
I love Sour Patch Kids.
I fucking love Sour Patch Kids.
Cool.
I love Sour Patch Kids. Wait, what?
What happened?
Wait, what? Wait, huh?
What
Is
happened? Where is
Wait,
it?
what?
One second. What are we watching?
Sour Patch Kids.
Kids.
One second.
I fucking love Sour Patch Kids.
Cool.
Love
How do you
Sour
even
Patch
see it?
Kids.
Where is
I
it?
fucking love Sour Patch Kids.
Cool.
I
Me
love
too.
Sour Patch Kids. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, huh? Is that real?
The world's first
Wait, is
1,000
that
gifted.
real? What?
I don't know what she's looking at though. What are we looking at? Where is it? How did they even know that happened?
They
I don't
just
see it.
added what?
Okay, I like missed it. It's a sub alert. Okay, so let's think about this. 1,000 is $6. 6,000. Meh, that's not that much. Not that much. $5K. Oh, it's bundled. Okay, $5K. It's literally only $5K. Oh, yeah. Just please. It's not even that much. But these turkey cheddar Lunchables, guys, think about this. These are what you want, all right? Gotta try them. If you're in New Zealand and you've never tried these things, trust me, this is where it's at, okay? Uh, put into number series notes. How many iPhones is that? Wait a second, guys. Where did my chat go? 1 second. I need to bring back all this stuff because I think I accidentally deleted it. There it is. We're good. Okay. Okay, guys. No, it's a good amount of numbers, you know. It's a good number. 1,000 sounds cool. It's cool. It's cool. Um, um, you know, how many subs do you have? Let me check. How do I check? Creator dashboard, stream manager. 112. Okay, it's not 1,000, but it's okay. That's a lot of subs. Wait, how is Foobot so fast? That's kind of crazy. Wait, Foobot is oh my goodness. All right. All right, all right. It's weird because I could talk to Foobot. That's what's so weird because Foobot knows about the ornaments. Like it's different, guys. It's not like you're texting. You're not texting the AI. You're just talking. Isn't 5K? Isn't it just the 5K though? It's it's also however many it isn't just the 5K though. It's also however many of those gifted continue to sub after. Oh, I see. I see. I see. Uh Nate Nacho Lunchables got that mega cheese pull. No, they don't. It's not a traditional pull, guys. The Lunchable nachos is more like a cold dip. It's not it, okay? No cheese pull, okay? And the tortilla chips slap harder than the pizza ones? Oh, those eh. They were small and cute, I will give them that. Um, every day I feel more and more like a Foodbot. Oh my goodness. Um, okay. Dude, Foodbot knows emotes? All right, all right, all right. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Okay, question, guys. You know what the topic is today? Um, you know what the topic is? I'll write the topic down. Watch this. This is what you guys need to know. All right, watch this. This is important. All right, this is going to be an important topic. IKEA Ivar. All right, guys. So let me explain something. Around 1975, IKEA put out a modular shelf system. Okay. Um, this modular shelf system came in two different depths. Okay, and two different heights. Okay, it came in the 89-inch height version and the 68-inch height version. Okay, the depth came in 12 inches and another one at a deeper depth. I don't remember. Okay, they have hole spacings 32 millimeters apart. Okay, um, and it is made out of pine wood. Yes, pictures, absolutely. Okay, guys, guys, you don't even know this system. Okay, we need to find a good picture because you guys don't know. Because you guys don't know. That's the thing. All right. Um, I got to get better at putting images in here. I wish I could just drag them in from. All right, here we are. This is IKEA Ivar. All right, now. Um, oh, hey, Flip. Welcome, welcome. Okay. Why are you combining square inches and millimeters? All right, you know why? You know why, guys? IKEA is yes, pine, the cheapest and softest commercial wood. Okay, but Connor, here's what you don't get. They're selling the boards for $8 a piece. It's super cheap. Okay? All right? So this is the IKEA Ivar system. It's been around for decades. It is a classic. This is like accessible design. Guys, the whole you know what? This is Ivar. All of this is Ivar. You guys see all of this? Ivar. Okay, guys? Oh, all right. Okay, guys, you don't understand. You don't understand what you're looking at. You see this? Ivar. Look at that. Ivar. 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 Okay? All right? I've been craving Swedish meatballs. How can you do this to me? Oh my goodness, those Swedish meatballs are so good. Why do you still have headphones on? Oh, don't worry about it. Okay? Okay. Ivar. Guys, let me talk about this. Is there no Ivar lovers here? Am I like crazy? Just- I'm so confused. I thought everyone here. I'm so confused. Sometimes I wonder, guys. Is there how much weight can it hold? I don't know. A lot of weight. Okay. Pine wood is sold for 80 cents a board foot. Yes, it is. Okay. But all right. I'm surprised. Who is Ivar? Oh my goodness. This is Ivar. This is a shelf system designed by IKEA in 1975. Okay? It is a staple in the world. All right? We need to respect it. Um, uh, all right. Ivar solid pine, super sturdy for garage workshop hacks, easy to customize. Just stain and seal them, right? Well, you don't need to stain or anything. Um, hey, Fubot, can you tell me the quadratic formula? How good is Fubot? Can Fubot just do stuff? X equals negative e plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Wow, easy peasy, son. Easy peasy. Dude, that's pretty good, right? Wait, guys, wait, hold up, hold up. Wait a second. Does that mean at any time we can be like, hey, Fubot, what's the melting point of stainless steel? Can it just do that? Fubot. Oh, it didn't hear me. Hey, Fubot, what's the melting point of stainless steel? Oh, it's okay. Stainless steel melts around 1500 degrees. Hey, Fubot, we don't use Celsius here. We use Fahrenheit, the greatest and best form of measurement. Yeah, so why did you type in Celsius? Nobody knows what that means. Nobody knows Celsius. Nobody cares about Celsius. Hey, Fubot, what is the melting point of stainless steel minus the melting point of copper plus the melting point of aluminum divided by pi plus the melting point of nylon plastic? Anyways, guys, I don't think that's possible. I don't think Poobah will figure that out. Um, Crying because Robert Irwin won Dancing in the Stars. Ooh. Um, um, okay. Okay, guys. IKEA Ivar. All right. IKEA Ivar. Let's get back to the topic at hand. Let's get back to the topic at hand. Why are we talking about IKEA Ivar? You guys, Ivar is the name for IKEA's shelving system right here. See this shelving system on the right? This is a famous shelving system that they've been using for years, okay? This shelving system will change your life. You need to be buying this in your life, okay? It's simple, it's easy to adjust. You can constantly change the shelves. It's lightweight. It's like practically like stocks. You can just store them and they increase in value over time, okay? Okay, you prefer walnut. Okay, here's the thing. That's the game plan, guys. I have a new project I want to do. I want to try to rebuild Ivar from scratch. That is my project. Um, Modular walnut shelves, right? Connor, this is cool, right? What are you guys talking about, Steve Irwin? Oh my goodness. Oh, Robert Irwin. Sorry. Dude, I grew up watching Steve Irwin. I like had some of the greatest like kid memories watching that guy. He was just like he was just like so I don't know what it was. It was like kind of unbelievable. I don't know if you guys remember it, but like as a kid, it was like so hard to believe that this guy would just run up to like a crocodile and be like, or like run up to a tree and be like, go get this 10-foot snake. I'm like, wow, that's so crazy. Um, yeah, he was just so positive, so positive. Yeah, that was so sad. Steve Irwin's death was really sad. Anthony Bourdain's death was really sad. Um, yeah. Um, but Ivar. Wait, how do we talk about this? We're talking about Ivar. Okay. So you're going to build your own Ivar inspired shelves. No, we're not going to build our own Ivar inspired shelves. We are going to build Ivar shelves. Exactly. Perfectly replicated, but improved. We're not, they're not inspired. They are Ivar. They are Ivar compatible shelves. Okay? That's what we're going to do. I don't think Ivar is particularly difficult or inspiring design, but the pricing is hard to. Okay, Kendama. It is inspiring, okay? It is inspiring. All right, who here owns Ivar? Does anyone here actually? You need to own it, okay? How much does this magic shelf system cost? It's not that much. All right, okay. Anyone here actually own Ivar? Okay, look, first of all, look at all these guys. Okay? Look at how I use them. Look at these little things. I got 7 of these guys for this style, right? 6 of these style fit in here. Okay, these ones I have 4 of this style. All right, look how perfectly they fit. This, if you guys are curious, this is a Sterilite 1642 right here. Sell this for 98 cents a bin. Okay, you can get them at Target, Walmart. Might not be 98 cents a bin anymore. They used to be. Okay, this one, this is from Daiso. Okay, Daiso makes this one. Guys, IKEA Besta shelf. I'm trying to remember which one that is. I almost have 40 sneakers. No, these, okay. Here's what you need to do, July. This is the Sterilite 1642. It's perfect for shoes, okay? And it's cheap. Find them for 98 cents a piece, okay? Perfect for your shoes. Then you stick them in here, just like this. Boom. This, they come in these pins on the shelf for Ivar, all right? It's 4 pins high. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So 4 pins will get you this height. Perfect for shoes, okay? Also, you wanna know something else cool? All right, if you have Festool sustainer systems, this is the Festool sustainer. Look at that fit. Perfect. Festool sustainer. Okay? Yeah. Okay. And you can change them. They have these pins that you can remove, so it's really easy to adjust your shelves anytime you want. You can add shelves. All right. IKEA. Yes. No, I have lived with. Okay. They're stackable, kind of. Um, this is why IKEA thinks 5K is nothing. No, 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 no. You know what's 5K? I'll show you something 5K. Let me show you something 5K. Where's something 5K? You know what's 5K? I'll show you. Look at this guy. Boom. This is $5,000. Right here. That's 5K. Um, nice box, exactly. Um, what's that? That is a Mac Studio with a pretty maxed out Mac Studio. Okay, let's find other $5,000 objects. This is was 5K. It's worthless now. These lenses. This is the Sigma 20 millimeter f1.5 or t1.5. All right, this one. This one. You know how much this thing is? A lot more. A whole lot more. Worthless because they don't resell? Yeah, there's just, it got flooded. I think like the generation of lenses that are out now, like there's just way better deals. Okay, so what happened? Here's what happened. Companies like DZO and Laowa, they kind of like dropped a bunch of lenses at the like $1,200 price range, and they're just as good, if not better than the Sigmas. And and so then clean lenses became really easy and cheap. And so then everyone went to like vintage character lenses. Um, but then you can even buy that stuff too for pretty cheap. Which camera system? I'm using the Red Raptor. This is the camera system. This is my camera. Right here. Do, 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 do. It's a nice camera. It's a great camera. Highly recommend. I use it with the Kodak Vision 3 LUT on it. That's my favorite combo. Okay, so anyways, IKEA Ivar. Let's talk about this. I always wanted to try photography, but it's expensive. Do you end up renting any equipment, or do you have everything you need pretty much? I do rent some stuff. Big lights when we use it. Um, trying out photography. You know, you could get a lot done. It kind of depends. If you're into like technical photography and you like nerd out about tools and lenses, then yeah, it's an expensive hobby. But you can get really great photography. If you're not into that and you just care more about like the art direction and stuff, then your iPhone's more than good enough. Um, yeah, shoot with what you have. Exactly. If you're into that, like, um, IKEA Ivar shelves are made from solid pine wood, untreated, so you can stain or paint them whatever. Perfect for neighborhood's wood project, built to last 50 plus years. Oh, okay. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Um, all right. So we're gonna build IKEA Ivar. All right. This is the Ivar system. Okay. So what we need to do to build it is we need to get some measurements. Okay. All right. So whenever you want to reproduce something, this is okay, guys. This is real talk. Let me teach you guys some real stuff. This is real talk. You need to learn how to measure something. Real Learning how to measure something is very hard. Okay? Honestly, I've been measuring things for many, many years, and I'm still learning how to measure. Okay? So it's very hard. Measuring something is very hard. Um, because what you're gonna find is what you're gonna find. No, this is real talk. What you're gonna find when you measure things is that people undersize and oversize things on purpose, or it changes over time. Sometimes they're using metric, sometimes they're using US, sometimes they're using a hybrid of the two. And so, for example, you kind of have to understand the industry to know what the measurement of something is. So I have not measured this thing, right? But I know it's from IKEA. So I know it is likely, well, no, I don't know. Was this thing made in America or was this made in Europe? Was it imported? What kind of pine is this? Um, but knowing IKEA, it's probably in metric, right? So if I'm going to rebuild these shelves, it's probably metric. Another thing is that you also kind of have to know certain industry standards. So let's just try to measure things. All right. So take your caliper. Okay. Let's measure this. First, what I do when I measure something, I measure in inches and millimeters first. And then I look at the two numbers and I think about it. All right. So 44, 44, 38, 39, 43, 43. Okay, so this is about 43 to 44 millimeters. Okay, let's try this in inches. Or it's 1.729 inches. So either this is an inch and 3/4, or it's 44 inches, 44 millimeters. Neither of those numbers make sense. Inch and 3/4 would make sense. Let's try the other side. 32. Okay, guys. It says 32.19 millimeters. That's actually very key because 32 is a critical European measurement number. Okay? 32 is a very useful number. So likely this is 32. So likely this is millimeters. Okay? What you got to do is you've got to understand, you got to like step into the mind of a designer. What systems are they using, right? 32 powers all computing. Okay, yes, that's true. But Fubot, can you explain why 32 is important in furniture making? In millimeters, 32 millimeters. 32 is a magic system in furniture. Nate uses for Euro hinges, shelf pins, precision hole spacing for cabinet drawers, etc. Keeps everything in modular and pro level. Wow, that's actually spot on. Okay, so, wow, Fubot actually knows. Only smart one here. Okay. Um, all right, so what do we have here? We're measuring out this guy, right? And what do we get? 32 millimeters. You guys see that? 32 millimeters. Boom. What do we know? This system is probably, we know it's probably metric, and we know it's 32. Okay, so what is the spacing here between these holes? Probably 32. All right, so now let's try, let's set now to 32. So I'm going to set the calipers to 32. Okay, setting the calipers to 32. And then we're going to look at that. Okay, approximately right. All right, but let me tell you, that is not the right way to measure. Okay, you cannot measure two hole spacings apart and get the right measurement. You know what we need to do? I'll show you. I'll show you what we need to do. Where's my ruler? Okay, what you need to do is we need to measure across this whole distance. We need to measure across the distance of 10 holes. That's how we find a much more accurate measurement. Okay, so let's just do it. I would do this with a proper ruler, but we're going to do this the easy way because it's easier to visualize. So we're going to do, I'm telling you guys, measuring is an art form. I'm not kidding. This is real talk. All right. Now we can pick the center. So either I can measure off the center of this hole. Let's just start with the center. So if this is 32, then 10 holes later, we should be at 320. So let's make sure we're at the 0 mark here, center of the hole. We're going to go all the way to the 10th hole right here. 10th hole, 320. Exactly dead center. Okay, now obviously this tape isn't the best, but you guys get it. Okay, so that's how you measure something, right? So we know these holes are 32 millimeters apart. There's different measuring techniques for every single thing. But what we know is that they're probably using a universal, okay, what I can tell you, okay, oh my goodness, sorry. What I can tell you is, oh my goodness, what have I done? Um, what I could tell you is that now we know IKEA likely does things in metric, right? And that this is metric based. And these hole spacings are metric based. So we're going to go into the assumption everything here is metric. So let's go back and remeasure. So we know that this is 32. We know these hole spaces are 32. Now we need to find out what, sorry. Now we got to find out what this is again. Guys, trust me, you need to know how to measure things. All right, it's 43.75. Okay, hey Fubot, I know that 32 is an important, 32 millimeters is an important number in metric, but is there any number close to 44 that's also important in furniture making? My ivar shelves measure 32 millimeters by 44. Am I wrong? Is the 44 off? What's the answer to this? 44 millimeters is spot on for ivar pine. It's a standard slat thickness paired with 32 for spacing and modularity. Metric furniture loves multiples of 20, 32, and 44. Okay, hold on, Fubot. Are you just making this up, or do you have actual evidence of this? I need to look this up. Is that real? Hmm. IKEA ivar specs are public. Slats are 44 millimeters thick and 32 millimeter pin centers for drums and shorts. Okay, all right, all right. So now we know the measurements. Guys, it's 32 by 44. All right. We're going to model this, guys, and later build this. Also, we're going to make 3D printed pins for this. Okay, guys. So we need to know these measurements. All right. We're gonna steal their little pin system. Let's find out the pin, the the width of the pins. 6.35 millimeters. Guys, the pins in here are 6.35 millimeters. You guys know what that means? That's US. That's quarter inch. 6.35 millimeters? Guys, that's inches. Combo attack. 6.35 millimeters. No, it's like exactly 6.35. That is straight up. That is that is straight up. Hold up. Let me see. What's the measurement? Let me double check this. What is 1/4 inch in millimeters? 6.35 millimeters. It's exactly. It's literally exactly. Okay. Now, believe it or not, guys, randomly in metric systems, they randomly use quarter inch in metric. I don't know why. They use quarter inch in metric. It's odd, but it does exist. They use quarter inch and they use 3/8 inch. Um, it's just something that they do. Quarter inch is very so what you'll see is if you're buying tools in metric, you'll see like I don't know 4 millimeter, 5 millimeter, and then you'll see 5.35 millimeters or 6.35 millimeters. Well, for whatever reason, very common measurement also. Is that the depth of the pin? Let's see. When does Nate stop measuring things to actually do work? All right. That's why the shelf pin jigs, like on the Craig shelf, uses quarter inch pinholes. Yeah. Okay, guys. So what do we know? All right. We have the measurement of this. 32 millimeters by 44 millimeters by 32 spaced apart by quarter inch holes. All right, last measurement. We need to find out this one. I'm going to eye it. 26? Why 26? Okay. 32 is a great measurement for the best camera lens ever. Okay. The 32 millimeter is a great lens. I do like it. I believe the who makes 32 millimeter lenses? I think Ultra Primes have a 32 millimeter lens. Yes, don't let that. You're right. Let's get back to the business. Sorry. Thank you. All right, guys, this distance is 26. So we have all our measurements. I know it's hard to follow, but it's okay. Trust me, it'll be useful. We're gonna study this system in a long time. 32 by 44 by 32 by 26. Okay, by a quarter inch. All right. Now, why is it important to be able to measure things? You need to be able to rebuild in your mind the measurements of something. Otherwise, you can't make it. Like, you have to be able to visualize in your brain something's measurements. You just need to. And if you don't do this, it's because you're avoiding something in your life. Okay? You're avoiding preparing properly before you go into something difficult. Okay? Because you're afraid to fail. Okay? And you don't want to give yourself the best chance to succeed. So you want to give yourself an excuse to fail to begin with. But no, you're going to be very prepared. You're going to be able to pre-visualize everything, and it's going to go amazing. Okay? Please stop attacking me. Look, okay? That's why we care about the measurements, okay? We're setting ourselves up for success. We have aphantasia. What the heck is aphantasia? I can never remember. Okay, guys. We have set ourselves up for success. We remember the numbers. 32, 26, 44, 32. Okay? Easy peasy, okay? It's when you can't see things in your brain. Oh, yeah. I forgot. The apple. All right, fine. Okay, so that's what IKEA Ivar is. So what can we do? That means we can attach onto the pin system and make our own thing. All right, we can do a bunch of stuff. We're going to rebuild this system. We are going to remake this pin right now. I'm going to remake this just so we can figure it out. Can't be that hard. Watch this, guys. Watch this. Literally easy peasy. Okay, what was it? 32 by 44. Surely can't be that hard. Absolutely not going to be hard at all. Where's my phone? It's upstairs. No, this is not going to be that hard, guys. Where's the phone? Okay, got the phone. Phone is here. All right. Okay. So we have our phone. Next, what we need is we need a camera. Just memorize numbers and we good. Are we going to build the jig or individually measure each holes? Oh, Connor. What do you think? What do you think? Because I don't know. Okay. Guys, don't forget, guys. Connor actually knows what he's doing. That's the thing. That's the thing, guys. We're not Connor knows. Connor knows. Okay? Gotta respect that a little. You know? So we'll just have Connor decide how to do it. Echo? Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry. You're gonna give up halfway and have Patty finish it for you. What? Are you? There is no way that you guys think that way of me. There is no way. Absolutely not. Okay. Um, okay. Sorry. Okay. Prove us wrong then, Nate. Hi. From VR. Where's VR? Hi from VR? What? You mean you're in the VR environment right now? Wait a second. Wait a second. Okay. Next, we have. Okay. Now we have chat with you guys. Okay. All right, now I can see you guys. And okay. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna build this thing. 32 millimeters, guys, by 32 millimeters by 44 millimeters. And then we're gonna cut the holes in it. 32 by 44. 32 by 44. All right. Okay. 32 by 44. All right. So what is Connor saying we're doing? Connor is the resident expert, so we're just gonna do whatever Connor says. So watch this, guys. Measuring this thing out. 44 millimeters. We'll go a little over 44. No, you know what we're gonna do before we do that? We're gonna clean up this area a tiny bit. That's what we're gonna do. So we don't hurt ourselves. Okay. Who's IKEA Ivar? Oh my goodness. Do people not know IKEA Ivar? Is it that? Oh, sorry. Sorry. Turned on the vacuum. People not know IKEA Ivar? I'm so crazy sometimes. You guys don't know. All right. If Connor liked being put on the spot, he would have joined one of those Discord calls by now. Oh, Connor, let's get you on the Discord. Perfect. Just what we needed. Just what we needed. All right. You know what we're going to do? We're going to do something fancy, guys. We're using a fancy tool. All right. This is the tool we're going to use. You guys know this tool? This is an advanced tool. All right. This is called the jointer. Yes. Okay. So what we're gonna do? Let me explain this tool, guys. This is actually a really sorry. Let me take these off. This tool is a little crazy. Watch this. So first of all, make sure it's unplugged before we mess around with this tool. All right, it is unplugged. Okay. All right. So what does it do? It's got a blade underneath here. Look at this. Look at this blade. Okay. Fancy blades. Okay. So what this tool does is you are going to run wood through this tool. All right. We're going to go through this concept a bunch, but you're going to basically run wood through this, right? And it's going to flatten this side of the wood. Okay. See how it's not flat right now? Take a look at that. See how it's like all crooked? If you look very closely, you'll see it's not flat. Look at the way it is. All right. Okay. So what do you need to do? Look at that. See that, guys? This is going to flatten that. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to cut the audio because it's going to be loud. And we're going to run it through the joiner twice, and then I'm going to turn the audio back on. All right, one moment. You'll see what happens. Okay, I'm not sure if you guys can hear me, but did you make sure the wood direction is correct? Ah, yes, great question, guys. So when you do a joiner, you have to make sure the grain direction. Think about it like a cat hair. Okay, cats don't like to be pet the wrong way. Wait, you know what I mean? You want to pet a cat head to tail. All right, you don't want to pet a cat tail to head. So wood grain is the same way. Okay, so think of these as the fibers. All right. So you can kind of imagine the fibers are all sticking out, right? So if I cut this way, I'm not sure if I'm doing this right or if I'm inverted. Okay, if I cut this way, it's like petting a cat from tail to head. You want to cut this way because the fibers are laying down. All right. If you pet wood the wrong way, it will bite. Exactly. All right. Now, let me show you guys. Remember before how crooked it was? Remember the before the same thing? Here's that same piece of wood, guys. Guys, look at this. Look at this finish. Okay? You know why? Because this is a helical head joiner, guys. This is some fancy stuff. You guys know what helical head is? All right, let me explain. All right, this is not just a random planer, guys. Okay? This planer has these really nice carbide helical inserts. All right? Basically, it makes cuts like that. Okay? Look at this, guys. Look at this cut. That is no sanding. We didn't even sand it yet. It's perfect. Why is it called a joiner and not a flattener? Okay. Oh my goodness, guys. This is a seriously very complicated question. All right. Okay. So let me see if I can explain this correctly. No, I'm not even kidding. This is a very, very complicated question. All right. This is crazy. But to make a square in wood, you actually need 3 tools. You literally cannot do it. You could do it with just a table saw, right? But to truly make something square, all right, guys. And when we talk about square, all right, I don't want you guys thinking square is what you guys think square is. All right? Let me tell you something, guys. This is not square. Okay? You might think it's square. It might even look square at first, but it is not square. See that little bit of light that's coming through? That's because it's not square. No wood is square. Okay? No wood starts out square. You want to know something that's square? This is going to be pretty square. All right? Okay, you know what? Why is there a piece of white coming through this? Hold up. Is my square not square? What the? Wait a second, guys. Is my square not square? This is not good. Wait a second, guys. My square is not square. What? Let me try the other side. No, 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 guys, it's square. There was just some dirt on it. All right? There was some dirt on it, that's all. Okay, guys. You hear this? No movement. Oh, there is some movement. What the heck? Let me get another one. That's a bad square, guys. Don't look at that square. Did I drop this? All right, new square, new square. Queen, it's queen. Look at this, guys. No movement sounds. This one's square. No, they're both square. It was just a little dirty. Okay. All right. So here, let me explain. All right. First of all right. So I saw white. No, guys, this is square. These are square, guys. Okay. All right. To at least 1,000th of an inch. All right. So here's a concept. Here's a concept. All right. How do you get? Okay. So to make, oh, man, this is actually very hard to explain. If you want to make something square in woodworking, it is really, really hard. So first of all, you need one starting point. It's called the reference side. All right. This is our reference side. Okay, guys? We made one good side. All right? All we've done so far is made one side flat. All right? That's all we've done. Okay? That's all we've successfully done. We've only made one side flat. So the next challenge that you have to do is you now have to make the other side 90 degrees to this side. That's not easy. Okay? So that's what the joiner can do. The joiner has the ability to make this thing 90 degrees. Okay? This can be 90 degrees exactly. That's what the joiner does, okay? Planer is next in the step of the joiner, yes. Okay. It's not that hard. Okay. Okay. It's not that hard. It's not, okay? I agree with you. Okay, I agree. So let's go ahead and do it. All right. So you know what? This thing's too big. All right, this joint is too big. Well, first we're going to cut this down. So next, let's cut this down to size. We have one good size. So next, we got one good size. This is our reference side, right? So from the reference side, we're going to make another cut. We're going to go to the bandsaw. All right. Okay. Sorry, kind of loud. We're going to go to the bandsaw. All right, and what we're going to do at this bandsaw is we're going to just trim this thing down a little bit. All right, so unfortunately, I have to mute you guys because this thing's too loud. It actually isn't loud. I don't know, guys. I think it's going to be loud. You guys want me to, do you want me to mute the mic for this bandsaw? Unmute it this once. Oh, try one unmuted, guys, but I don't think it's going to go well. So if you're watching the stream, it's going to get loud. Let's find out. Okay. Let's find out. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to measure 44 millimeters. All right, let's find 44. 40, let's go bigger. Let's go 46. Let's go 47. Let's go way bigger. Did not to be perfect, guys. Not right now. All right, so this is going to be reference side right here. Okay. 6-inch joiner. You know why? Okay, you know why I got the 6-inch? Because I'm a hobbyist. All right, I'm a hobbyist. We're not getting these 12-inch joiners. No one's got space for that. I'm a hobbyist. All right. Next, we're gonna make a loud noise. All right. I'm gonna turn this thing on. Whatever. Let's just start this thing. All right, it's gonna get loud. Good luck. How loud is that? How loud is that? No? Are you guys deaf? Can you hear me? Okay. Wow. All right. Okay. That's cool. So look at this, guys. Now we cut it in half. Okay. Check it out. All righty. So, okay. That's the bandsaw. Okay, guys. It's a great tool. Now the thing is, the bandsaw leaves little marks like this. All right. But if you know anything about woodworking, you'll also know that this is pretty good for a bandsaw. So yeah. Anyways, all right. Okay. So what do we got? We got ourselves 47 millimeters by 33. What the? It's kind of cutting it close. 47 by 33. So we got extra here. All right, we're getting close. So next one. So what have we done here? Now we got to go back to this machine. All right. One mistake I have, guys, is I shouldn't be wearing long sleeves. But that's what I got on. It's cold. Okay, so we're gonna, okay. So let me explain again. This is very difficult to understand, but very important to understand. I now need to make this thing 90 degrees. Okay, so what do we have? We have one reference side. Where is our reference side? This is, as of right now, the only thing that is square about this. It might look square. Nothing is square. Every one of these angles is wrong. This is the only thing square. So what we're going to do now is we're going to make a 90-degree face from here. This face is going to be 90 degrees. Okay? That's all we're going to do. So how do you get that 90 degrees? Well, we know this is our reference face. So we're going to place it against this planer, and we're going to run it across the thing. And we have to hope that this fence is exactly 90 degrees. Okay? So how do we know if this fence is 90? Okay? We have our perfect square. All right? That's how we tell. Look how square this guy is, guys. Oh my goodness, it's not even square. That's crazy. There's no way. Have I been using this thing unsquare this whole time? Oh my goodness, guys. My joiner is not even square. There's no way. There's no way. What the heck? I think the square is broken, guys. I think the square is broken. Okay. There is no way. The joiner has been off this whole time. Are you serious? Oh, all right. Let's unplug the joiner. Oh, all right, guys. Um, that does it. Let's check with another square. I think the square is broken. Oh my goodness, guys. The square. We're not square. Guys, we're not square. Can you see it? We're not actually square. Okay. The thing is not square. All my stuff has been not square. This is crazy. How long I've been using this thing and it's not square. All right. That does it. We need to square this thing up. All right. So, guys, this is actually a very important skill. All right. Let me teach you guys something. Let me teach you guys something. All right. Can you see it now? Let's make this bigger. All right. It's not square. I cannot believe all those things were not square. All right. First of all, got to fix this. Okay. So how do you make things square? All right. Well, you loosen this thing in the back. Look, you just bend it. Oh my goodness, why is it so loose? What the heck? Why is it so loose? What's it even doing here? What is it? Why is this not tight? There is something off. Oh, the pin in the back. Someone didn't set the pin, and it wasn't me. Oh my goodness. That's what was wrong, guys. Look at that. Okay. The pin wasn't set. Okay, there's a pin that you set in the back that sets the squareness. And somehow it Wasn't set. That's square. Let's lock that in. All right. We need to crank this thing down. That's what we need to do. That's unacceptable. Okay. All right, guys. Why not use that metal cube to square it if you aren't concerned to square if you are concerned, you need to keep your equipment calibrated. All right, guys. Is this thing still not square? Oh, is it square enough? Square enough, right? Oh, it's still not square. All right. Look, guys, that's pretty square. So, all right, here's the lesson, guys. That's pretty square. You can't see it. It's square. You see light? Oh my goodness. You don't even know what you're talking about. There's no light. It's perfect. Literally perfect. Um, okay. So, let me explain something, guys. This is actually like a profound idea. Okay? This is no joke. This is like a profound concept. It's very hard. Like, how do you know if something is square? You have to have a reference tool. All right? The only way to know if something is square is you cannot use a measuring tape. You can barely use, you need a tool, a reference guide, and you have to buy a calibrated reference guide. That is the only way to know if something is square. And when you buy it, it will tell you how calibrated it is. How do we know? Um, no, Fubot, that is absolutely not the way to do it. Okay, so these squares are all going to be, so a machinist square, guys, if anyone's a machinist, correct me if I'm wrong, but it should be square to smaller than 1,000th of an inch. That should be like 1,000th of an inch is the minimum requirement for squareness in machining worlds, preferably 10,000th of an inch. There are tools that can go to 100,000ths of an inch, and it's crazy. Um, there is a, yeah, but essentially 1,000th of an inch is like what we're talking about. We got to go to 10 thou. No, we have no ability to go to 10 thou. There are tools that can go to 10 thou. We don't use those tools. You know, the machines that do go to those levels, 10 thou or 100 thou, have you guys seen them? They like compensate for like temperature even. Like, yeah, they're insane. Anyways, squaring something. It's actually very hard. So you need a reference tool. You need to buy a square. A machinist square is not expensive. You should buy a set of 3, small, medium, large, if you're buying tools. No, it's like less than $100, and you can get them like from AliExpress for like super cheap. They have no measuring marks on them, but they are square, and so you use them to calibrate your tools. All right. Now I'll be honest. I may or may not have dropped this square before, so it's possible it's not square anymore. Okay, if you buy a square, you cannot drop it. Okay, ever. If you drop it, it's not square anymore, okay, guys? Okay? It's we don't know what it is anymore. So we think this is square, okay? I hope your digital caliper is calibrated. Yeah, okay. So that's how we okay, so now we know this jointer. We know this reference face is square. Okay? Ish, approximately. As square as this metal shop. Okay? So what's gonna happen next? We're gonna remove this. All right? We're gonna remove this. All right? So what we know now is that this is 90 degrees. Okay? So what this thing does, it takes off a little bit of shavings here. So we know that this is our reference side right here, this one. Okay? So if I press the reference side against here, right? And then it goes across, don't worry, the machine's not on. And it goes across, and I keep the pressure against this fence, it should make 90 degrees off of this next side. Okay? Um, okay. Um, right? Okay. So next thing, this joiner, you don't want to put your fingers near this thing. Okay? So you have a little guy to guide it, a little hand tool. All right? Um, so we're going to guide it across. Here's the thing. You want to put pressure down on it, but I also need to put pressure against the fence. So this is a small piece, and it's actually a little bit tricky. When you have a piece this small, um, it gets dangerous. You really don't want to work with small pieces on power tools. That's really just the ultimate answer. Small pieces of the wood, don't use power tools. But you know what? That's what we're working with. So I need to create a force to press against the fence. Um, um, and I need to create a force downwards. Okay? So a guide, anything, right? So for example, I could even just do this. Okay, that's not quite ideal. But I just don't want my fingers pressing against this thing, okay? I need to create pressure against both sides. This is not ideal. I need a better piece. Um, okay, how about this? This is pretty good. I like this. Okay, this one is nice because it has a little hooks on the bottom, so it'll pull the thing across. Please, Connor, as we speak. Surprised you don't have the micro jig rigger? Please, what do you think this is right here? The micro jig rigger. Okay, this is what he's talking about. The reason I didn't grab this right away is because it's kind of big. All right, I'm gonna turn off the audio because this is just straight up gonna be loud. You know what? No, we'll try it again. We'll try it. We'll try it one more time. Let's see. We'll try it. All right, we're gonna cut this piece. Plug the machine in. This is the jointer. All right. All right. Did you guys hear that? Okay. So this piece of wood is now square. Okay. Can you see it? All right. Let me rotate this so you guys don't get distracted. Okay. That piece of wood is now square. Um, so we have a 90-degree side. And you know what? I just did the other 90 just for fun. I did both sides. But really what I should then do is take a planer, right? So this side's still rough. This side, you technically are going to run through the table saw to get your final dimensioning. So let's go over this. Let's go over this. What we did is we took the joiner and we made one reference side. Okay? Then what we did is we used that thing up there with the square and we made a guide off the fence. Okay? From that, we ran it through and we were able to get one 90-degree side. Okay? Do we still have 32 millimeter on the short side? All right, let me check. 32 and a half. Plenty. Literally plenty. In fact, I should just run it one more time to make it exactly 32. Okay. So, okay. So, um, now watch this, guys. With complete confidence, I can now show you that when I put this up here, it's going to be perfectly square. Okay? That means there will be no light coming through it. So one side is perfect. Right here. Look at that. Okay. The square is broken. Okay. Hold up. No. It's perfect. No. Look, it's perfect. Not even this trace amount of light in it. Okay, look. Is this square? No, it's square. Guys, it's square. There's no light coming through it. It's perfect. Trust me. Okay. All right. So we were 90. In fact, well, you know what? You know what? That does it. Let me just check all the sides. That's square. That's square. That's square. All right. You can see the light. Look. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. All right. So what I need to do is I need to next take the planer and I need to plane these two sides. Okay. Yeah. But you know what? I don't want to drag out the planer. All right, fine. We're going to drag out the planer. Okay, fine. Planer. Planer. Right here. All right, so this is the planer. Okay, so next we're going to take the planer and this will make two sides parallel. So we're going to raise this up. I'm going to lower this down. Okay, two sides parallel. You know what? Let's just make this side parallel. One side parallel. Okay, Such a small pointer. 13-inch. This is no, it's a 13-inch pointer. And this is a helical pointer too. Okay, so don't be hating on this little guy. All right, this might be very loud. Let's find out. Not plugged in. Okay. Check, check. Are we back? All right, guys. What have we done? We made something perfect. Okay. Look. Look at that. Where is it? I can't even tell anymore because they're all perfect looking. Okay. Whatever. I don't even know what side it is. I think it's this side. All right. Look at that. Look at that finish. Okay. So we're square. All right. We have successfully made this thing. All right. There's some. Okay. Now, one thing. I got to cut this to size. 44 is 2 millimeters off. I need to take off I need to take off a little. Okay. So right now we're 46. Let me take off 2 millimeters off this side. And then on this one, we're 33, 1 millimeter off. Okay, let's do it. You want to see something fancy? This planer has a DRO. So let's zero it out. 33 right now. Hey. Okay. 33 millimeters. 0. Hey. 0. What the? Where did I zero out? I thought it's just this. Oh, there it is. Okay. So that's 0. So we're going to subtract 2 millimeters, 1 millimeter from this height, 2 millimeters from this height. All right. Easy peasy. So watch the caliper. Watch the guy. So that's at 0 right now. We're gonna subtract 1 mil. Let's do a half mil at a time. Ready? Okay. Um, and then wait, 2 mil? Oh, sorry, wrong amount. 2 mil. Are we gonna overshoot and have to restart? Oh my goodness, so little faith. So little faith. This is literally gonna be perfect. Okay, watch this, guys. Watch this. Serenity Sparks. How? Hello, welcome. One moment. This is my real life friend, I think. I think. Um, One second. This is my real life friend. One moment. How do I go to my channel? How do I see myself? Um, right? This is my real life friend. Um, how do I do this? How do I how do I uh um how do I don't even know how to uh, no, I don't know what I'm doing. Why is this so hard to add someone? Activities, roles manager. Activities, followers list, content, activities. Um, dude. How do I add how do I add how do I add them to my favorites? Oh, I'm trying to add you know the little red the little diamond. How do I turn Serenity Sparks into a diamond? Yeah, VIP. How do I do that? Slash VIP SERENI Sparks underscore. Did it work? Can you type again? Let's see. Test, test. Okay, there it worked. Okay. Um, it's a diamond. Okay, so um, I'm not sure if they want to let people know who they are, but you're welcome to introduce yourself if you'd like, or else be completely anonymous. Either one. That's my friend, real life friend. We're very close. Um, okay. Now, we were talking about this block of wood. What are we doing? We're making IKEA ivar. All right. So this block of wood is going to be 32 millimeters exactly by 44 millimeters exactly. Watch this, guys. Watch this pro move. All right. Let me teach you guys how this is done. All right. Watch this. 44 millimeters exactly. Oh, okay. So this measuring tape's wrong. 1 second. Ah, see? No, it's wrong. We just need to zero it out. There we go. Okay. Now for exactly 44. All right. Look. Technically, this is the same size as the IKEA. Okay. Um, this is technically the same size. Okay, whatever. Don't worry about it, guys. All right. This one, 32 exactly. Dude, it's not even. I gotta remove a millimeter off this guy. Um, um, you don't need to praise him too much. Nate is okay. um, you know, uh, guys. What are we talking about here? Two questions. Two questions. One, do we shave off a millimeter off this? Okay. Um, no, we don't. I think we move on. You guys get the idea, right? We would run it through the planer. All right. We don't got time for that. So we're gonna call this good. Watch this. Watch this, guys. Let me get the original one. Look at this, guys. Here's the original, and here's the walnut one. You know him in real life, so you have to tell us, but it seems too late for this. A bit of deflation might be necessary. Kendama. We don't need to lower anything. Look how amazing this is. That's what you need to focus on. Look how amazing this is, okay? Um, look at that. Literally perfect. Actually perfect. Look at this, okay? Boom, boom. Okay? Look at that, look at that. So what have we done? We have made an Ivar replica. Okay, next. We now need to make these holes. Okay? We have a nickname for him called Mojo Jojo when he plays games and goes full on. You know? I'm a pro gamer. Literally pro gamer. I'm an actual pro gamer. Now, that's the thing, guys. I'm a pro gamer. Um, now, now what I need to do is getting a little tricky. Oh my goodness, I need to reset myself. We need to go to a better spot because I can barely work off here. Okay, so what's next? Well, what we need to do next. Okay, so what we need to do next is right here. Definitely roast him as much as possible. No, literally, I'm unroastable, guys. Like, you can try it. It's not gonna work, guys. It's just not. That's the thing. I could roast you guys though. That's easy. Nate couldn't roast a marshmallow. Stupid. Stupid. All right, okay. Will you roast? All right, okay. All right. Let me go, guys. Here's what we need to do. We need to make these marks. All right, that's what we need to do. 32 millimeters across. All right. Um, you know what? Forget that. Let's just copy this one. Easy peasy. So, because it's gonna be approximately the same. Okay, it looks a bit short. Yes, we didn't make the length the right size, okay? All right, next. Okay, we have this tool. Okay. This is gonna drill. Okay. So, we're gonna drill the right distance. And it's gonna be 26 millimeters. So 13 millimeters off center, right? So what do we do? Measure the center of this. We know that it is 43 point something. So the center point is going to be 40, a little under 42, 22. So let's call it 21, 22. And we know the center point here is going to be a little under 22. 1, 2. Okay, just draw a line here. I know lines are not accurate in woodworking, but they're just to help us see, that's all. That's all that matters. Don't worry too much about it. Okay? Okay. So this is approximately in half. You can't really see it, okay? But it's 13 mil on either side. Okay, so 26 millimeters across. So once again, this distance, 32. This one, 44. This one, 32 right here. This one, 26. Okay, so we derived in the center and 13 millimeters on each side. What's the thing you're trying to create? Oh, this is ivar, IKEA ivar. It's the shelving units from IKEA. It's the greatest shelving unit ever. Right over here. You guys know this one? IKEA ivar. We're rebuilding it. You guys know this one, right? You guys remember it? Well, I'm looking into buying that. Oh, finally, we got someone that actually understands what's going on. Yeah, baggy. Is that how you say it? Badgy? Is it discontinued? No. IKEA ivar is still there. All right. So this is what an ivar post looks like. Okay. And like JJ is saying, we are making a bespoke ivar. Okay. We're making a bespoke ivar out of walnut. But first thing we got to do is know the measurements, right? We'll eventually make big versions. But first we got to know the measurements, and then we got to be able to cut these holes. Okay? So this next hole is actually somewhat difficult, guys. We have to drill these holes across. This is not going to be that easy. This is going to be a little difficult. We have to drill these 32 mm holes in here. And I'm not entirely sure how to do that. Do you have 1/4 inch dowel centers? That would make it a lot easier. Do I? What's a 1/4 inch dowel center? I'm not even 100% sure if I know what that term means. Um, Look at that right there. I'm looking into buying ivar, but I'm also looking into modifying it. That is literally what we're doing. We buy ivar and we modify it. Oh my goodness, finally found my peoples. Took forever. The rest of the guys didn't get, the rest of you guys didn't get it, okay? We finally found people that get it. What's up with this focus? All right. I don't know. It's a metal piece that fits in the original hose and pokes hole. It's a metal piece that fits in the original hole and pokes a center hole into the opposing piece. Oh. This thing. Okay, so what this does is this fits in this hole like this, okay? And then it drills a hole. Okay, I believe kind of this is what you're referring to. Here's the problem. It doesn't go all the way through the piece. But I meant smaller ones? What do you mean? What do you mean smaller ones? Dowel center holes. Okay, I don't know what that is. Oh, hello, Flip. Welcome, welcome. Uh, oh yeah, you went to ad break. Nice. Okay. So we had to drill these holes. You know, that's actually a good point. I can use the ivar. Wait, guys, what if, hear me out. What if I cut this ivar as a hole pattern? And what if I cut this ivar in half? And then I just drill, use it as a hole pattern into the next one. As a jig, right? Drill the holes and use it as a jig. That might be the easiest thing. 3D printed. Yeah, you just kind of make the hole pattern. So then what I actually need is a bigger one. I need a bigger one where the drill hole is. So guys, I don't know if you guys can tell, but this thing has the outer part protected and the center is the drill. Good night. Oh, good night. Take care. I will see you later, Serenity. Okay. Could be 3D printed. Yeah. Okay. So this is an interesting point. This might be the best way to do this. Oh. take the ivar piece to the drill press, use a quarter bit drill, drill all the way, then clamp it to the take the ivar, use a 1/4 inch drill bit and drill all the way through the ivar, then clamp. I know, but this would make it faster. Doing it this way. Huh. Interesting. Um, hmm. How do I want to do this? Such an interesting point. Do I want to do it this way? I need to cut one of these ivars. What's the fastest way? I don't know. I don't know if I would do it that way. All right, you know what? I'm going to try this as a guide. Let me try this guide idea. I think this as a guide is not a bad idea. Let's go here. So, what I'm going to do to make this guide, I'm going to trim this thing down. All right, I'm going to try this without muting, and we'll see how well. So far, it sounds like it's been doing pretty good. Let's find out how it does. Sorry, guys, it's going to be a little loud. Um, I don't think it'll be loud, actually. I think it's just going to be great. All right, then you got to put the little guides on this thing. Here we go. I forgot to turn on the vacuum. Okay. The camera died. Camera ran out of batteries. Okay. So camera's dead. That's fine. We didn't need it anyways. We got another camera here. Okay. We'll charge the camera. One moment. All right. So we charge the camera. Then we set up a new camera. And then we go here. Okay, now when I set up the new camera, it always does that annoying thing where it messes with the audio. Check. Maybe not. Not this time, okay? All right, so what are you gonna replace? Y'all think we're gonna replace all the Ivar tonight? Oh my goodness, no. There's no way. I actually don't even believe that. All right, so here's our Ivar template. Boom, guys. Look at this. Look at this bandsaw work. Come on, guys. It's beautiful. Okay, you can't tell that this is like exact. Okay, we have an Ivar template. All right, so we stick this here and we're going to drill this out. Okay. Um, you know what? I'm just going to use tape for now because that's all we need to do for now. Um, okay. That's it. You take this drill bit, okay, and then this is a 1/4 inch one. This doesn't feel right. It doesn't seem right either. Oh, sorry. Where's the 1/4 inch one? Does it not come with a 1/4 inch? 5/64, 7/64. Where's a 1/4 inch? I just had it. This one? I guess it's this one. All right. So, did you measure the whole depth? No, I didn't. Don't worry. You're thinking too much. Okay? Huh. I would have guessed it's a 1/4 inch there. No? All right. I don't see it. Did I put it somewhere? No? Oh, all right. Maybe it's somewhere. Okay. This is good enough. And now I kind of want to find the 1/4 inch one. All right, whatever. It's fine. Okay. Here we go. Put this thing in here. Okay. Is this thing out of batteries? Oh, it's out of batteries. Okay. Oh, okay. Did you measure the whole depth? They're not labeled. No, we didn't have the whole depth measured. Was that loud? Okay, we're done. That's it. Now, these holes are going to be too small, okay? But they are going to be in the right place. And it was very fast. That's the most important part. Okay? The most important part is speed. I feel like that was fast enough for what we're trying to do, and relatively accurate enough for what we're trying to do. So then we're going to take a 1/4 inch. We're going to take a 1/4 inch drill and drill the rest of the hole. Hmm. Okay. 1/4 inch. Annoying. 1/4 inch drill with a stop. All right. Okay. I think we have what we need. Okay. Check, check. All right. So we have a 1/4 inch drill and we have a little collar. Actually, let me get a different 1/4 inch collar. We need a stop collar. Hmm. Do I not have a 1/4 inch stop collar? Um, 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch. How annoying. All right. So what I would normally use here, um, what I would normally use here is I would have a stop collar. So this would be like something of that type. And you would put it on here and you'd create a stop for it. Uh, all right, I would have used tape. All right, fine, fine. We just use some tape. Okay, okay, okay. Easy peasy. Let's get the depth. I have used tape as well. This is true. Tape is not bad in this scenario. Okay. Okay, so this is the depth that we want right here. I don't need these headphones anymore. This is the depth that we want. All right, I might have used too much tape. Okay, the sizing is always the one missing. Yeah, it's true. Okay. All right. It's a lot of tape, okay? Stop hating, okay? More importantly, are we gonna be able to drill this straight? I'm a little skeptical. This is where the drill press would be nice. OMG, I'm a little sketched out by this. Um, um, do I move over to the drill piss? Is it too much, too far? Now he admits the drill press would have been better. 9 minutes after 11. Oh, thank you, Flip. All right, yeah. You know what? Look, look, guys. We don't need a drill press, all right? Annoying. Annoying. Drill press would be nice though. Look, man. Should we go to the drill press? How do you know the holes are straight? I'm just lazy. This is not worth the effort to do it this way. This is more work. It just need to be straight-ish. All right. Let's try this tool. It's not that I don't want to move the camera over there. Fubot did say drill press would be faster. Fubot is stupid. Fubot doesn't know anything. All right. Foodbot is not stupid, okay? Yeah, that's right. Foodbot never heard anything. Foodbot doesn't know it. That's right. Foodbot doesn't even know what I think. All right, fine. Now Foodbot knows. Okay, well, this is why is this not going in? Am I doing something wrong here? Dude, there's no way. There's no way. Oh, all right. How do we know it's straight? Maybe halfway done. Oh, okay. Here's the problem, guys. Here's the problem. No, I gave away the drill press, okay? So we don't have the drill press anymore. We only have the mill, okay? And the mill is covered in oil, okay? And I don't want to stick this thing on the mill, all right? That's the real reason, okay? That's the real reason. So let's not do that, okay? I gave away the drill press. I didn't need it anymore, okay, guys? Yeah. Oops. Sometimes you have too many tools. Sometimes you just got to get rid of some tools. The drill press had to go, okay? Why isn't this going in? That's what I want to know. Is this like tolerance too high? Am I like not doing something right? What did your friend pick up last time? The stone cutter guy. Um, he picked up a. He picked up a. I thought he picked up the track saw. That's what I thought he picked up. J something. Thought he picked up the track saw. J? Did he pick up something else? J something. Um. All right, let's just drill this by hand, guys. Trust me. We're so close. We're so close. Okay, there's a little bit of tear out. Let me just you know what I should have done? Should have All right, you know what? I rushed it a little. You know what? We rushed it. Okay, a little bit of tear out. Okay, okay. Just give it a second though. Okay. Um, okay. The holes, look, they look bad because they they look bad because they need look, just give it a second. That wasn't the best drilling job, okay? Are you making it from scratch? Or are you assembling it? We're gonna make it from scratch. Okay. Most importantly, um, they are perfectly aligned with the template. Um, in what in uh look, it just needs some sanding, okay? Just needs some sanding. Um, let's put an ivar pin in it. I go to sleep. Yes, Michael, sleep well. Thank you for joining us. Um, you didn't tell us which ads you got. Yeah, what ads did you get, Flip? No pressure. You don't need to actually watch these ads, but just curious. Okay. So why are they different depths? OMG. Did it slowly get no, no, no. Did one of these not cut all the way through? What happened to this guy? It's kind of shorter than the rest. All right. Look. We got different depths. Wow, we suck. All right. You know what? What, is there a Lunchables ad? There's no way. You got a Lunchables ad? That's crazy. All right, guys. So we didn't do the best job. Um, um, yes. Um, but are you sure the Lunchable hasn't? All right. Look, the depth's a little off. We'll fix that. That's not that bad. All right. But most importantly, we are on our way to making Ivar shelves. Okay. So this template method, I think, is really good. I think that's the way to go. I think it's the fastest so far, if you think about it. Like, I feel like if I line this one of these up against a shelf, like, I should be able to drill this thing out really fast. And I can make better templates than this. Maybe we get a new drill press. We could. We could. Not a bad idea. Drill press is really useful. Why not get rid of it? I don't know. I wasn't using it. Ivar cells. All right. It's very doable. This has been on my mind, this project, for a long time. I've been thinking about it. So we are eventually going to build our own custom ivar. That's the goal. Sure, we have enough cameras to have one mounted on every tool as just a cam swap. Yeah, probably. Probably do have enough. Hmm. Okay. So, that is, it doesn't even have OBS scenes. It's never gonna do that. Guys, OBS scenes are overrated. How many guys are actually using OBS scenes? Nobody. Nobody actually uses them. Me? We haven't learned that yet, guys. It's too advanced. Wow, that fast charging is pretty good. Wow. Almost everyone that streams uses OBS scenes. Well, they're I don't know what to say, guys. They're they're stuck in a box. That's what they are. No, we're gonna learn that stuff. Don't worry. Okay, let's close this. Are you gonna finish the table thing? Is it multi-day? Oh, this is oopsies. Am I still here? This is the box at least square? Is their box square? Yes. No, everything is square, everything is good. Okay. Box is square. No, today I'm kind of just introducing some concepts. More than anything, because this is a longer term project and it's going to take a long time to do. Um, um, this I don't know for those like woodshop woodworking. Yeah, I mean, I'm basically going to be building ivar. I'm going to be building these things. I think the stream's delayed. How do you fix that again? What do I do to fix that? I don't even remember. I'm not sure. Also, Nate's voice is quite a bit delayed. Interesting. Interesting. Test. Test. 1, 2, 3. Oh, only had to fix it and restart. I don't know. I'm gonna call it Fuvar. It's cute. Maybe. Okay. So this is Ivar, and this is sure Fuvar. Okay. Um. Okay. I had to max out my PC speakers to hear. All right. Fine. Check. Test. Is it better? Test. Test. I don't know if I would max out your PC speakers. It doesn't sound like a good thing. Okay. The key things that we're talking about today, we're introducing square. Okay. This end isn't chopped off, but we're introducing like how do you finish wood? How do you square wood up? Did you guys did it make sense? I can go over it again. It took honestly it takes a couple tries to understand squareness. I don't know if any of you guys did the squareness demonstration makes sense? Or there are questions you guys had about that? You understand why it's so difficult? Trying make it straight? Yeah. It's making sure all 4 of these corners are 90 degree. Go over again, bro, I just came in. Oh, dude. That was so much work. It may be the camera aspect, but the end did not look square. No, the end is not finished. That's raw. This is square. Don't worry, guys. We tested it, okay? Basically, it's the process of going from the joiner to the joiner to the planer to the table saw. That's the process of making something square. All right, so the jointer makes one reference side flat, one side flat, right? Then you make a 90-degree side to that, and you reference off of a machinist square. Okay? From there, you have two sides that are 90 degrees, here and here. Then you make this side parallel with a planer. So you now have 3 sides. Okay? Then you run the final side through the table saw, which will make these sides square. Or you could run this through the planer again this way. So that's how you make something square. It's a lot of work. Okay? Um, you just have to make sure not to drop the square. This is true. Don't drop your square. In fact, I should buy a new square. Um, okay. Um, IKEA ivar. Woodworking looks fun. I would done metalworking. It's so crazy different. Metalworking it's just so different. Metalworking is way more difficult in some ways, but way easier in other ways. Like, in my opinion, woodworking is way more sketch. Like, what do you like with woodworking? You could hit a twist in or a knot in the wood grain, and all of a sudden, the tool that you're cutting with can behave really differently. That's pretty scary. But in metalworking, it's like way less chances of the material behaving differently or the cutter behaving differently. It's more like you put too much force in one angle or you heat up the tool too much and then it breaks. But in woodworking, the grain and the direction of the grain and the density of the grain and the knots and all of those little things can have a huge impact. So if you're using a router really fast and you cut across something and then you hit a knot, like it's going to have a really unpredictable reaction. That's not okay. That, in my mind, is not okay. That's crazy. And somehow, all these people that do woodworking, they just kind of go through a couple accidents without like hurting themselves too much and then just learn their lesson and then they don't ever forget it. I think that's crazy. Um, okay. Um, let's see. Well, that's kind of like what I was thinking about for today. This is a project that I personally am wanting to do. Buddy of mine was running plain rough sawn wood, and there was a bullet. Wow. Wait, did the bullet fire or trigger? Oh, and that's the other crazy thing about wood is like a lot of wood. Well, not a lot, but like local wood will have like random stuff in it. Like if you want to shop locally, you're gonna have like random nails, and it's gonna destroy your planer. What is that? Oh, I would guess that it didn't destroy. It didn't explode because the boat would have been detonated already. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy. We use a nail gun. Um, okay, so this is my ivar project. Um, making ivar out of walnut or whatever material we want. Um, my main things is I want to learn how to make this fast. So we're likely not going to be using a planer and a joiner. That's just too high quality. All right. Realistically, we're just going to be like ripping this on a table saw, which I don't own yet, and I'm calling it a day. And one pass from the sander, we'll come up with some strategies. Um, okay, well, that's the main thing for today for me. Um, let's see, I'm going to NorCal. Um, wait, you have a planer but not a table saw? Look, I've been planning to buy a table saw. All right. I didn't plan to buy the planer. I accidentally bought the planer. Okay. The planer was on sale for $500 on eBay, and I accidentally bid on it. I was like, wow, $500 planer for a jet helical head planer? That's pretty good. You know what? I'm just going to put a bid on it at 500. And then I won it. Okay. I see the Saw Stop job site table saw. Yes, I am looking at the Saw Stop job site table saw. That is probably the one I'll end up with. Probably. Okay. One other crazy option is that really tiny one from Festool, their tiny battery powered table saw. Now, look, I know that's not really a table saw, but it's so quiet that it may hold me over until I get a real place with a real table saw, like a cabinet table saw. I don't know. So either I get the job site. Mm, uh, the saw stop my saving fingers. It's true. How is it not a real place? It's huge. Oh, well, you know what? I mean, maybe. Yeah, maybe it is big enough. But I cannot fit a real table saw in here and do shoots. I mean, I could. Oh, you know, it's too loud. I have neighbors. That's the real issue. That one is more for the fine woodworking, like interior guys. Yeah, the cap. Yeah, I'm trying to decide. I don't know. The folding stand is awesome. Standing it vertically, moving out of the way. Yeah, yeah. Are you talking about the job site? Yeah, the job site is nice. I looked at it. I looked at it a couple days ago. It's nice. It's nice. Um, Did I open this and not drink it? Hmm. No. Was that from earlier today? It was. It's cold. I'm planning on getting a second one. Wait, JJ, which one do you have right now? You have the job site? Oh, the DeWalt job site? It's on sale right now, Black Friday, for what, like 350 or something crazy like that? And can you answer me this, guys? Why is this DeWalt why is it DeWalt table saw? Why has it been $500, $550 for the last like 15 years? Like, is the DeWalt table saw not affected by inflation or something? I don't understand this. How has it always been the same price? It has literally been like $500 for at least 20 years. I don't understand. Um, is a sauce stop one reusable? If it stops, no, it's not reusable. Um, you have to replace the whole cartridge. It's $100. And the other thing that stresses me out about the sauce stop, okay, here's the problem. I do think the saw stop is really the way to. I think the table saw is a very dangerous tool. Of the woodworking tools, I think the table saw is especially tricky. It's I couldn't wait for the sale. Okay, it's on sale right now, right? The DeWalt one. Um, the the table saw is especially tricky. Okay, I to me, yeah, the table saw, it's like band saws, they cut down, and if you stop, they don't nothing moves, right? Well, chop saw, miter saw, it's like very controlled. Track saw, like you don't even touch the blade. Okay, planer, it's all enclosed, it's inside. Joiner, a little bit sketch. All right, the joiner is sketch of the ones, but table saw has a lot of scenarios. I mean, yes, if you know what you're doing, okay, here's where table saws are sketch. It's actually, if you're cutting thin, small pieces of wood and it gets jammed in there, crazy things happen. If you cut on the wrong side of the fence, a lot of things can happen in the table saw. Ugh, that just kind of scares me. Yeah, the table saw is a little sketch. I mean, that's why I use a track saw. Okay, and the other reason I haven't bought a table saw yet is I have other people. Okay, I've had a friend that I had a friend that had a pretty serious table saw accident, relatively like in the last few years. And so that kind of like spooked me a little. I used to own a table saw. Wait a second. I gave it to that friend. Did he cut himself with my table saw? Anyways, let's not think about that. I used to own a table saw. I got rid of it. That thing is so sketch. Um, More people get hurt with regular circular saws? Oh my goodness, you must be doing some crazy stuff. Well, okay, when you get a little too confident with a circular saw, I could see that. You know, if you're just free blading the circular saw around, maybe. I had to admit though, I feel like I could get pretty confident with the circular saw. Just like vroom. Um, Yeah, you move people move fast at those things. And um, yeah. Um, so yes. Anyways, that's all to say, no, I don't own a table saw right now. And I am thinking about one. And the job site saw stop, if I had a place I could put it. Plus, not that it matters, but I feel like the resale value on the saw stops are pretty high too. Because eventually I'd have to get a cabinet saw. Cabinet, a whole like $5,000 cabinet thingy. That'd be the dream. What about your area to the casting? Outside? Leave it outside? I'm all for making tools safe. What I'm fully against is forcing safety measures on consumers that they should have the option to purchase or not. What does that mean? Um, I'm, I'm also wait. What I'm fully against is forcing safety features on consumers. They should have the option to purchase or not. I mean, I agree. I generally think that rules are for people that can't think well, like just not very sharp. The sauce up technology. Are you against the sauce up technology? Or are you against that it's built into the tool? But that's their whole thing. Their saw stop's whole thing is that it's based on that the saw stopping. You can work outside and store it inside. Yeah. Um, everyone being forced to use it. Yeah. How popular? I don't know that many people that own the saw stops. I know they're popular, but uh oh, wait, they're not making it a law for every table saw to have it, are they? Is that happening right now? Wait, why does this sound kind of familiar? They requiring table saws to have safety. Like in a lot of countries, you can't use a dado blade in a table saw. Oh, interesting. I could see why. That's interesting. I mean, a table saw, I mean, I'm sure it's a statistic thing. Like, I'm sure like they're looking at the emergency rooms and they're looking at like how many of these accidents are table saw accidents, and they're deciding whether or not this tool is like safe enough. But I get it. I get it. Man, maybe I'm biased because my friend like had a really bad accident on a table saw and is a close friend. So I'm a little spooked by that thing. Um, you can't use data blade on the portable. Oh. Do most carpenters have 10 fingers? If not, they should make it mandatory. Oh man. Um, yeah, table saws, man. Table saws are sketch. I mean, another thing is, I don't know if any of you guys are any of you guys in the UK, Europe and stuff? I feel like in Europe, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like in Europe, because it's smaller, a lot of times they don't even use table saws. They just use track saws in the UK. Does anyone know if this is true? This is just what I've heard. Um, okay. So, yeah. Anyways, I think in general that's the end of the stream. I gotta sleep soon. Um, oh, there's an ad right now. Um, gotta sleep soon. Uh, yeah. I'm gonna be in expensive tables have an electric curve running through the blade that spins. So stops. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Saw stop. I'm gonna be in NorCal next till Saturday, starting tomorrow. I'll be back on Saturday. Um, yeah, I don't think, I mean, maybe I'll stream up there, but I don't think I will. That would be weird. Nate, are you planning on getting another work area? No, not really. Not really. Um, oh, thank you. Yeah. Um, your sister will probably stream. Oh yeah, she streams from that room. That's kind of cool. Maybe I can stream from her setup. That'd be kind of fun. Um, should I stream? Where would I even stream? Oh, I could stream from my room. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Okay. That'd be weird. My childhood room? Is it even there anymore? I don't even know. No, it's gone. My childhood room's gone. Um, okay. Let me think about it. That'd be interesting to stream. I'll try to remember to bring these things. Just to your sister's setup, maybe. Okay. Um, um, you can monitor stream too. That's true. Okay. So, main point of today is we're introducing some more complex woodworking, and eventually we're going to introduce ivar shelving, and you're going to see this thing come up together again in a lot of scenarios. I'm going to use this stuff. I'm going to use this system. Uh, I'm going to use this system for many, many things. So I would love to learn how to get better at this. I'd love to learn how to like improve this process. Um, and I'm going to design some things with some other streamers using this system. So anyways, IKEA Ivar, that's what we're going to be doing. Fuvar, yes, thank you. And yeah, either I need to build templates for this, or I need to either I need to build templates. There's some things. There's some things I got to figure out. You'll see. You'll see. Okay. Have you guys noticed something that I do is I test out an idea and then I kind of like reintroduce it on another stream. Like we did the Minecraft blocks and then we brought it into the like podcast room, or we did I'm always like, these are all like little test ideas. I'll check the Ivar. Yeah, Ivar is great. Um So that's what I'm just walking through my thought process. So you will see this again, and then you'll know what I'm doing. All right, Ivar, just know, and don't forget, you got to remember measurements. Another thing we talked about today is learning how to measure and learning how to remember measurements. So that's 32 millimeters. This is 32 millimeters. This is 26 millimeters. This is 44. Okay, so you have to be able to remember measurements. It's hard to do, but you learn to practice and how to do it. Um, and you'll start realizing that there are certain standards across different industries. Fuba, did you stop working? OMG. Um, oh, I see, because Fubot's not here. Oh, interesting. Will this be uploaded on YouTube eventually? Um, yes, it will be. Give me a couple days. Um, um, yeah, no, actually, sorry, I know we're gonna end it, but I actually do think like we legitimately talked about Square. Okay, like that's a legitimate problem. And even that you saw how my machine wasn't square, like that's a real life thing. You're gonna find out like these things. Nothing you do is square, and you need to constantly re-reference things. Um, millimeters. Yeah. All right. Look. All right. All right. We do both. We do combo. Okay. Square-ish. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna go to sleep. Um, thank you, Connor, for the woodworking advice as we go. I know that this is everything. This is all your fault if it doesn't go well. Jacko, thank you for also listening and watching to our thing. And JJ as well. I think JJ might be the only one. JJ and Connor might be the only legitimate woodworkers here. I'm not sure. Um, Kendarma, hope you're doing well. And Olympus, thank you for the mastermind behind Foobot and your experiments. And I know we got to test that Among Us thing one of these days. I'm going to talk to my sister again when I see her in NorCal. And I'm not sure if anyone else is here. Rice Cracker, um, Jen, I think, is probably sleeping. Lynn's probably went to sleep. But thank you guys for joining in. And we will get better at things. And yeah, just tinker. Oh, Sample, good to see you again. Are you back in NorCal? We'll find out. Um, um, can you do a roll call like Nat next time? Oh my goodness, she's crazy. Um, I could try. That's kind of crazy. Carl Max, Karl Marx Goat. Thanks for joining in on us on the stream. Please come back and hang with us. Um, um, we're gonna make this. It's gonna be good. Okay, I'm gonna head off. I'll see you guys. Sleep time. 3, 2, 1.